Derek is gone. First boot, I don't have to worry about him being anywhere near my game. I don't have to worry about him messing with my game. I don't have to worry about him throwing my name out there. This is only good things for me. This is the exact way this season needed to start. Like, I had the perfect premiere night, and the perfect premiere night followed over into like the perfect night too. It's too good to be true. Like, something's going to go wrong for me at some point. Like, we're about to lose this challenge or something. Like, whatever. We won immunity again. 4 out of 18 possible points is a trash score, but the other two tribes had more of a trash score. So I will take it. I'll take what I can get. No problems for me. No complaints. A win is a win, no matter how close it is. I've had plenty of 4-3-2 final tribal council wins, and I count those just as much as I count that challenge win from last night. The two new tribes look good. They all kind of got split up into random groups. I don't particularly worry about either one of them. I know Abby found the Lombok idol. She told me, like, out of the blue, out of nowhere, which is awesome. Like, Coco told me she didn't get it, and then 10 minutes later, Abby slid into my DMs and was like, hey, by the way, I got the idol. Just, like, completely unprompted. It was so weird. I guess that's what I did with Coco, so I really shouldn't be saying that's weird, but, like, I didn't think me and Abby were that close. Maybe she does, and that's great for me. If Abby is, like, locked in with me, I think she's a solid number, and I think people will always go after her before me for some strange reason, because they, like, don't trust her, I guess, which is great. If they think they can trust me and not trust Abby, great. Go after Abby first. Thanks. That's just a little bit like that's that information. Like, I don't care who has the idol. I just want to know who has it, because I can use that as leverage so many times. Like, just knowing 100% that that's exactly where it is. I can make plans. I can do what I need to do to secure my safety and the safety of the people that I want to go deep with. No real clue where the Wakatobi idol is. I haven't really tried to find it. I don't think it would really be that hard if I just did a little bit of digging, but we'll see. It is 8:35 p.m. EST on Monday, October 15th, and Nick just got voted out of the game 6-2. No celebration from me like there was for Derek going home. I think Nick would have been a good ally for me, but at the same time, I know he's wary of me. I know he's been burned more times than he wants to admit by me. So while it's not like the best possible scenario, it's not exactly what I wanted to happen. I don't think it hurts me in any way. I actually think it's probably a benefit to my game. I think it makes a little bit less work for me to have to do. If he had lasted any longer, he would have been a really hard target to get out, because that would have meant he had numbers on his side. And once somebody like Nick has numbers on his side, he's really, really hard to take out. He's kind of like a Dominic in that way, but like a kind of under the radar Dominic, which is like a kind of oxymoron. But yeah. I'm glad he went now, but I'm only glad he went after the fact, and like after looking at the way that could have played out. I think that was probably the best option for me. I know Blue asked in the T chat who I trusted the most on my tribe. Brady. I trust Brady the most, 100% on this tribe. Just looking at it, he's the one who I've talked to the most. He talked to me like literally as soon as the cast dropped. We had like that friendly rivalry in season 2, which was fun because it's the same reason that like Millennials versus Gen X is a fun Survivor season. It's because the cast like knows it's a game, and they're willing to like fight super hard within the game for it, but once they're out of the game, they don't hold grudges, and that's how me and Brady were in season 2. It was really great. Like, once I came into Ponderosa, there was no bad feelings between me and him. There were bad feelings between me and Stoyan, but me and Brady, like, laughed, even though we literally were, like, voting against each other at every chance we got. And that's just kind of, like, what makes me want to work with Brady, because I know how loyal he was to the people that he locked in with in season 2, so I want him to be that loyal to me in season 6. He has been straight up with me about all the emoji cove stuff. He's been telling me plans and then going and telling the main chat plans. So like I know that he's at least running things by me before he implements them, which is exactly what I want. Um, and then you wanted me to like go through and rate them on a scale of 1 to 10. So let's just start at the top from like who formed the tribe. Cole. Um, it shouldn't be, but I think he's at like a 9. Like honestly, I don't think Cole wants me going anywhere right now. I think he knows that he is a winner. He is the only winner to have won a veteran season in Malcolm's game, and he also had the fastest time on the quiz in the first immunity challenge in Survivor 101. So I think he definitely wants people around as a shield, and I think I am a great shield for him, and he knows that, which is the only reason I trust him that much. The deeper we get, once we start getting around final 10, final 9, that's going to go down to like a 3 because we have that final 8 deal, and I'm pretty sure he's going to come after me a vote or two before that. Katie, I trust. She's like an 8. I think she would really work with me. We haven't actually had any conversations yet in this game, and I think that's just due to the fact that like we haven't lost yet, and there's really been no need to strategize. But even if we don't lose tonight, I'm definitely going to have a conversation with her. Brady, I've already talked about. He's the one I trust the most. He's a 10. I don't think Brady is lying to me right now. Tyler is another like 8. We've had a couple conversations, a little bit more than me and Katie have, but again, I think Tyler wants me around. I think he wants winners around. I think he knows he can trust me deep into this game. I don't think there's any chance Tyler goes to the end with me, but I do think that he would take me relatively deep to shield him as a previous winner. Darius is the exact same thing. I don't think there's any way he wants to sit at the end with me, but I do think that he would take me deeper than a lot of people would. So he's like a 7 or 8. I think he's nervous, but I don't think he's nervous to the point where he's gonna like actively target me in this scenario. Brian, 7 is like a high 7. Again, I think everybody has a target in this tribe that's not me, which is weird. And he's been forthcoming with information for me. So I think I trust him enough to like vote with him. And there's Brian M, who is like the one I trust the least. But it's only like a 6. It's not like a 2. He's a solid player. He actively tried to talk to me, which is more than can be said for the last time we played together. And we ended up sitting next to each other in the end and getting a majority of the jury votes together. Even though we didn't talk until like final 5, final 4. So yeah, I trust this tribe. I don't want this tribe going to tribal. There is no part of me that wants this tribe going to tribal because I think all of these people would potentially work with me deep in the game. Oh, this emoji cove twist. That's the last thing we needed to talk about real quick. It's a twist. It's kind of like the Temple of Temptation from last season. It's kind of like a Ghost Island type deal. You said it was replacing the Survivor auction, which makes me believe that not all of the people who go there, I don't believe it's going to be good for everybody. I believe there's going to be some potential downfall to going there. Maybe not. Maybe I'm a crazy person, and maybe you're just passing out like extra votes, or you're passing out idols or legacy advantages. Who knows what all you're throwing out there. It's all stars, so I'm expecting you to throw everything at the wall, and I'm betting it all sticks. Sorry, I'm like shivering. It's really cold in here. It got cold in Texas. I don't like it. Let's see. Let's look at these new tribes real quick. Wakatobi just went to tribal, and Nick went home. It was a 6-2 vote. Looking at it, I'm assuming... I'm actually kind of assuming that Gavin Etheridge voted with Nick, which would put Devin, Bella, Alexandra, Alex, Megan, and Amanda Panda in an alliance together, which is fine. I'd kind of like to see that tribe go to tribal again. Yeah, because I don't want to deal with the other tribe going to tribal. The other tribe has too many people that I like on it, that I would want to work with potentially deep. Mike, I want to stick around. Bryce has already had his name thrown out there, and I want him to stick around. Abby told me she has the idol, so I want her to stick around. I told Coco I have the idol, so I want her to stick around. Mason needs to go, but I don't know that he would be the first target over there. If I knew that for sure, I would like him to go tribal. But Jordan is still kind of a non-factor to me at this point. He followed me back. But I doubt we'll talk until we're actually on a tribe together. I know people say this is All-Star and you got to have a conversation with everybody, but I think it looks weird if I'm going to him right now just because we have no previous background together. I don't want Angie going anywhere, and she's like an easy target on original tribes because she's a crazy person. And as much as I would like to see Kirsten go and be a pre-merge boot just to give Colleen that satisfaction, I don't know that I'm willing to risk the safety of the Mike, Bryce, Abby, and Cocos of the world and Angie's of the world just to see Kirsten go, especially with an idol floating around. And looking at that tribe, Abby, Angie, Mike potentially working together. Yeah, I don't know about that. Hopefully Coco and Angie can build a thing, build a bridge between Abby. Yeah, that tribe worries me if they go to tribal. I don't want to think about it. And I don't want to risk losing anybody that would be potentially that close to me. We have a new emoji. We have a sword emoji. I hope to get it because today is my day off work, and I don't know if I'm going to have another opportunity to be active enough to get it during a challenge later in the season. So I'd like to go ahead and knock that out right now since we know that nobody can return. And now we're about to get into this challenge. I got about 15 minutes, so I'm going to go get prepared for it and wish everybody the best of luck.